Hello all you doll collectors and mini making friends. Thank you so much for joining us. These are my mini dolls. My name is Karen and we love making miniatures. So join us as we share our love for miniature making and all those tiny things.
Hello everybody, let's help Karen clean up her craft room.
So I'm making a start on all of this. I've already started this little cupboard here. It was an absolute mess. So what I've actually done is I am going on a bit of a health kick this year. It's not a resolution, it's just I need to do it. So what was in this box here was all my sweeties, my little stash. Every woman has a stash. We all know this. Don't lie, you all got one. But I don't want to have one anymore. It's too tempting, so it's gone. So this is going to be my tool cupboard. This is the lighting for my stop motion, and I've got like rigs for my stop motion in here. What I've done here is I've taken out all of the holiday stuff, so all of my Christmas, Halloween, anything to do with like holiday stuff is all going to be in this drawer now. So everything is in there, and that so I know where everything is. I am going to probably get a labeler and just label on the top what's in there. This one's going to be mostly all of my craft making stuff, so beads and just all my little bits and bobs that I use to make things. So there's buttons and just all different things, paper clips, etc. Something tells me I'm a bit of a craft hoarder. I've got so much plastic stuff. Oh my god, I've got all of this. Anyone who does miniature knows what I'm going to say right now. Every time you get something that you're going to throw away in recycling, you go, ooh, I could use that in my miniatures. Like this I'm going to turn this into like a corrugated fence. Like, look at that. Like, it's just things like that. And you come up with all these little ideas. And, you know, I've hoarded so much, like, this clear plastic stuff, which is good for the environment because I'm recycling. So, you know, there's that. Yeah, just so much stuff. And not just there. My whole dollhouse is full of stuff that I might use this, you know. So that's why I have it. It's the I might use this section. But it kind of gets a bit out of hand. So I'm having to sort of figure out a way I'm going to have to do this because this dollhouse is getting a bit of a revamp and I need to get rid of all of this stuff in here. So first of all, I'm going to get rid of everything out and then I'm taking it over to a friend's house and they're going to do something with that for me. But that's on another video much later. So I've cleared this one out. This was my plastics to spare cupboard. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to do that again, put it all back. So part of organising your room is trying to figure out where the heck do I want to put everything. I'm actually thinking that what I might put in there is all of my cardstock and then put the plastics in here. So I'm thinking cardstock and maybe all of my wooden things to make stuff and then the plastics could fit in here. So let me think about that for a minute. Melanie, do you have any ideas?
No, I don't really have very many ideas for you, but one thing I could say is maybe, just maybe, you have a little bit too much craft and maybe you need to stop buying.
I think I might have to agree with you there. All right, enough laughing. Let's get on with it. This drawer is going to be cleared out. At the moment, it's just like harbouring a lot of plastic stuff. I have a lot of plans for this plastic, but I seem to hoard it a bit because it's tricky because sometimes you get the plastic and it's not quite right, so you need another bit. So I need to figure out where this plastic is going to go and what I'm going to do with it. The other really big bane of my existence is this. So when I do stop motion, I like to have everything ready for me in this drawer because when something happens, I like to be able to like fix it up quickly. So what often can happen is, yeah, something happens with the dolls. I might need a rig. So if you don't know stop motion, rigs are things that you use to hold the dolls up if they're falling down, or your little animation, whatever you're using for your animation, they might fall down. So I'm going to clear this out and I'm going to clear that out. I'm going to finish off this. This is the big disaster. and I'm trying to get rid of some stuff. I'm downsizing and just getting rid of things that I didn't end up using and probably not likely to use at this point in time. So that is my job today, is just to reconfigure and get things organised so I know where everything is.
Excuse me, Karen. Are you gonna do something about all this stuff here? I can't even move.
Where on earth are you, Melanie?
I'm down here.
Gosh, let me help you get out.
Oh, you really are a craft hoarder, Karen. Here you go. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff here. Where are you going to put it all? Alright, I'll take this clock and put it over here because I think I'll put it on my mantle. What else? Yeah, take that one. Oh, take these. I don't know what you're going to do with them.
Oh my goodness, I cannot believe I've done that to Melanie. I really am a craft hoarder. So one of the other things I want to do is I want to empty this all out and sort out all my Polly Pocket and my Melanie Small stuff. I've got so many different things, and I want to revamp something as well, which will be coming up in another video. So I look forward to doing that as well. Oh, there's the remnants of my addiction of sugar. I'm highly addicted to sugar and I need to get off of it. So that is one of my big plans for this year. But I'm going to set all this up at some point and Melanie's going to show you through the shop. So let me get rid of the evidence. In the bin it goes. It's a bit wasteful, but we have to do these things. So that's the plan. The other big plan I've got, I think I told you in the other video, is I'm just changing around my room. I am going to get a new bed. As much as I love this bed, it's just too big for this room. So that's the other thing that's going to happen, is I'm going to reconfigure this room. I need more space. I like to craft. I like to do my stop motion. I want to be able to do both of them at the same time. So let's get on with it. Let's clear these drawers out and get some organising done. So this is my face reveal. This is me. This is the person behind the camera, and I'm ready to go and clear this cupboard out that's over here, and I'm going to pop all of that stuff into the drawer that is over there. So that's what I'm going to do. So here I am in all my glory. It's really hard for me to be on camera, just by the way. So it's just not something I like to do, but I'm trying, and I think it will be helpful to have a bit of an interaction with all of you people that subscribe to me and want to be part of my learning journey. Because to be really honest, the reason why I've done this is because I found no happiness in life anymore. And when I came across the Melanie's Mall, which I'm going to do in the video after this one, and I'm going to give you a bit of the story of why I actually started doing miniatures. And I've always loved tiny things, don't get me wrong, tiny things, I just love them. And probably like all of you guys, just small little things just make me happy. Like, I'll show you this. How adorable is this tiniest little Polly Pocket?
Where's my mum? I'm hungry. Yum.
So she is about 3 centimeters high, I think. See, that's my finger. So tiny things, aren't they just the cutest? They're so stinking cute. So she's going to be in some of my videos soon. There's a big story behind this. So let's get on with it. Let's keep cleaning. I got sidetracked because that's what I do best. So let's get on with it. some more. This cupboard here is going to be all my paints and glues. So we're getting super organised. Hope I can inspire someone. Because now I've started, I'm hyper fixated on this now. I have to get it done. So I'm going to carry on. So just an interim, I just thought I'd show you these little things. The reason why I've collected them is, if you look at these, they're like just the shape of a tile, and they're going to look really, really good in my dollhouse. I'm not sure how I'm going to make them. I might do them out of plaster or something, I'm not sure. I'm thinking plaster would be good because I'd be able to sand them down and make them all flat. So I'm going to try that, experiment with it, because part of making miniatures is experimenting with things, but I would like to have tiled floors for my dollhouse. I'm going to have little sections in it because I can't really give it away what I'm doing with the dollhouse, but because it's not going to be just like the normal dollhouse, it's going to be something a little different. And I won't share it with you yet because that's going to be when I start my build, but this is going to be part of it. And I've got one that's got like little hexagons on it as well. And you could actually make little plates out of these too, which would be kind of stinking cute, wouldn't they? So anyway, I've got to get on with it. Welcome to my new room. Ta-da! Completely changed it. So I'm just going to show you a before shot. This is what my room looked like before. Now you can see over here I don't have a bed at the moment because I ended up just selling the other bed because I thought if I just hang on to it, I'm just never going to do it. But look how much room I've got. I can move around. I've got so much room. I'm so happy with this. So what I did is I got rid of the old bed that was here in this section, and I moved my mattress over to here. So it's still a queen bed, but it's over in the side now, and I do have a little walkway. Now, when I get a bed frame, it'll probably come up to here, so I won't have a lot of space to get in and out, but I still can get in and out enough to access what I need to access in there. So I cleaned up all the cupboards and I put all of my plastic stuff in these two little sections, and then up there is a sewing machine and my green screens and a couple other things, and then all of my little mini dollhouse stuff, or my Rolife stuff's all up there. So over in this section is still pretty much the same. I don't want to show you that bit up the top because that's going to be in another video. I'm going to be doing something really exciting in another video, but that won't be till much later in the year. So I won't show you that bit, but I've still got the cupboards here that I had before. So in here, as I showed you, I've got my Christmas and Halloween stuff in there. That's all my stop motion and like screwdrivers and all of that sort of stuff. Still needs to be a bit ordered, but it's in there. And now I've got all of my actual, this is all the craft stuff, the bits that I use to make miniatures. So there's just little bits and pieces, and they're all being put into this section. So I know that they're all in this drawer. This drawer here now is all my paper and wood. So paper and wood is all in here, and I've got something that I'm going to do with this little loom band little thing. I'm going to be using this for something. So that's that one. And then my Melanie's Mall and Polly pockets are all being tidied up. So everything's all ordered now, so I can just access it and get to it really easily. And that's all my Melanie's Mall now all settled down. It's not scattered everywhere. So if I show you the before what it looked like, and this is what it looks like now. So I've been quite busy. and I've got all of that done, and I've completely revamped and reconfigured my room. And this now has freed me up for a lot more space to do some craft and to also set up my Melanie's mall, which I will be setting up in the next video to show you. And Melanie's going to give you a grand tour. I'm just waiting for a little component to it because I'm not quite finished with it, but yeah, that's going to be in the next or future video. It's probably not far off anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. But that's my room. I'll just pop over here, and it's just given me all this space now, and I can now move in my room. I just can't understand where all the spaces come from. It's like, it feels like so much more roomy. I feel like I've got a heaps bigger room. So the only other thing I'll probably do now in this room is, one, get a bed frame for my bed, because I do like to put stuff under the bed. But I'll probably get a little kind of like this sort of thing here, but 3. So a 3 one, and I'll put it up there, and then I can put some more things in the shelves there. But other than that, I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I am grateful for all of you to join me while I cleaned up my workspace and actually made it feel a lot more bigger, a lot more workable, and I think I'm going to have a lot of more fun this year doing the things that I need to do. So thank you for joining me today and over the last week while I reconfigured this whole room, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye guys, thank you very much.